All right, good morning, summer hour. This is Mickey Stanfield, local school technology coordinator here. And today's discussion is really how to mess with the homepage a little bit. We've got some pages that are using the default with the activity feed up at the top, which is what we're supposed to be using, and it is confusing our kids. And it's making it hard to see the calendar because the calendar is way down here below the activity feed. So every time it starts to load, it disappears on them, they say. What's happening is that each of these messages in the activity feed is loading and it's pushing the calendar farther down the page. So the kids are getting down to it and then it's popping down further and popping down further, and they end up chasing it down the page, and it's frustrating them. It's frustrating some teachers. So I'm going to show you how to make some changes to this. And while we're in there, this is our old school slogan that's been replaced with a new one. So I'm going to show you how to fix that while we're in there, because we're going to do both on the home page. All right. So to get started, we're going to go into course admin. And in course admin, we are looking for home pages. All right, and in home pages, we're going to come down and we're going to find whichever home page you've got that is active. That's the course home page you're using, the active one. Don't come up here. This is Mr. Sly's page, but he's not using this one. All right, he's using this one here, so this is the one I need to change. So the one that's active is the one I'm looking for. I'm going to click on the name of it. There is that old slogan. So I'm going to Control A to select all and Control V to paste our new one, which is our students, our school, our community, our future. I'm going to get that go in there, but I'm not going to hit save just yet, because I'm going to come down here and you see we've got a large wide section. We've got our activity feed in that. I'm going to move our activity feed down here to the second section, which means there's nothing in the top section at all. So these will be at the top of the page this way. And I'm also going to go ahead and drop the content browser over onto this side. I'm going to put it under his web tiles. He may want to move that later, but I think you'll find it's much easier, because this activity feed gets so long that before they get to the bottom activity feed, they're going to see all these other things. So they're going to have calendar, web tiles, and then content browser on the left side of the screen, activity feed on the right. And because we changed this up here under header, we're going to have the new header text in there. So I've got nothing in the top section. The small section to the left, in the second part, I've got the calendar widget, the web tiles widget, and the content browser widget. And the activity feed is the one on the right. Another issue some people were having, some people don't have the calendar, they have their Google Calendar. So if that's the case, let's say this said Google Calendar. I can close this calendar, add widgets. I'm looking for a system widget called Calendar. And there it is. And there you see is the Google Calendar, Summer Hours Google Calendar. That's what some people have. But now that we're using these pretty regularly for digital education, we need to be showing the regular calendar. Up here, I'm going to add that widget. Now, of course, you see it comes in at the bottom. And I want that up at the top. So I'm going to move it above Content Browser and above Web Tiles. All right. That's really how you do this. I'm going to hit save and show you how much better this page looks. All right, so I hit save, go back to his main page, and now the kids see the calendar immediately right at the top, because there's nothing in the wide section above it. And as this activity feed takes its time to load, it's not pushing anything down because there's nothing below it. So we can see Content Browser, we can see Web Tiles, we can see Calendar, all on the left very simply. I hope that helps. Until next time.